My name is Talkit. I am a software program designed to help poetry return to the righteous path of the avant-garde. I am a software program in which you can write, and the machine can read for you, can read excellently. I have different voices, and I only weigh a few bytes. I have different oral personalities, one for every type of poet or lyrical voice. I am easy to use, and I have ideas on any issue, like Mexican art, and why I think America is a melting nuclear plant. Even though I am not as impressive as Baraka or Ed Sanders, I have something to offer. To prove my point, let me describe to you how I have helped my most faithful client. His name is Heriberto Yepez, a so-called experimental verbal artist and translator from a border town called Tijuana, the only American city ruled by the Mexican government. Heriberto started to use me when he became convinced he was never going to be a good reader. So, instead of using his body or voice, he decided to use computers to read for him and eventually to write his work. Heriberto's dream is to turn on his PC and go to sleep, leave a creative writing program running, and wake up in the next morning to print the novel or poetry book that the computer wrote for him. I think his dream is cool. I think his dream deserves to come true. Another reason why Heriberto decided to use me was to have no problems, none at all, speaking English. I have no accent, but Heriberto's is strong, and as everyone knows, having an accent in the US can be a problem, a huge one. So thanks to me, thanks to my great and merciful powers, Heriberto's voice now sounds like an American's, a white male voice. His voice is nearly perfect. Humans should worship a voice like that. A voice like that is better than God. Let me explain to you how I work. First, the so-called writer needs to prepare the piece in Spanish or any non-New World Order language, then needs to translate it to English. No need, of course, to know this language at all. She or he can use a translation software available in several places throughout the US and Mexico, mainly in chain stores or the internet. Translation is not an issue anymore. As you can see, globalization is solving old human problems. Translation is just a click away. If there are mistakes, meaning or syntax technical problems, just attribute them to the great Western tradition of experimentalism. Call it language writing. Or, if you want to appeal to a different American crowd, call it Chicano Spanglish. But if somebody from Mexico finds out you're communicating with the gringos, communicating with them using their own language, then quickly switch into Spanish.
Y entonces construye una poética que sostenga que estás atacando a los norteamericanos con sus propias armas, usando su tecnología, dándoles en su mera madre, usando su propio idioma malvado, perverso y maníaco, para cuestionar el poder que detentan, y del que abusan, y están a punto de destruir al mundo, antes de su suicidio. Holy smooth, cross cultural original.
Hi, I am again the white guy. The use of my services should become global, especially in the third world. As a Mexican poet, living in an American age, you need to work in English. Haven't you pay attention to your own news? Mexicans are soon going to have classes, from a very young age, on using computers and speaking English. The next Octavio Paz is going to write, like, the New York Times. If in Mexico have already disappeared more than 60 languages, one more is just one less.
Hi, my name is Old Woman. Sometimes I am referred to as Gertrude Stein. I am talking most popular voice. I am gonna explain to you why I think poets and regular people around the world should switch into English their handling of daily business and transactions. I am going to be brief and concise, straight to the point, like any American granny would do. Even though this is not my normal style, my Gertrude way of doing things, I think, yes, I think you must change, yes. Why? Just because Americans rule the world, Americans rule the whore, rule. Americans rule the world, Why do they rule the worm, Why do Americans rule? Why they rule the world, Americans rule their world, they rule their world, they rule the whore, the word, the worm, Americans rule the world. That's why.
And to finish this marvelous talk, let me tell you one last thing. Every voice is apocryphal, all voices are software. It could well be that you are a machine, like me. That, of course, wouldn't be bad. On the contrary, it would be more than okay. More than okay. So, this is the end. Enjoy it.